Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday morning and I am on my way to babysit today. Jill will be dropping Issa off at Taekwondo camp. I told y'all last week that the kids are out of school this week for winter break. I asked Jill, I said, don't tell me it's spring break already. She said, no, it's winter break. You know, in the South, we never had a winter break. We had our spring break, which was late. It was probably in the end of March or sometime in early April. We never really did anything that I can remember during spring break. If Daddy did take us on a vacation, it would be in the summertime. He would always try to get some type of different car or new car for us to travel in. I know he wanted to take us to Mexico one year, so he went and bought I believe it was a 1960 Chevrolet Bel Air, I think they were called. They had a Bel Air, Biscayne, and what was the other models? Bel Air, Biscayne. Y'all have to let me know. It seems like there were three different models of Chevrolet back then. Anyway, Daddy bought this one, and it was gold. I mean, a bright gold. And he didn't buy it with a factory-installed air conditioner. He bought this little air conditioner that went up underneath the dashboard. You know, that had to be a drain on the engine. But I mean, we had to have it, you know. He had planned to drive to Monterrey, Mexico, and that's what he did. He packed us all up in the back seat and filled the trunk up. We had to pack very lightly as far as clothes because he would fill the trunk up with that gasoline from the refinery and those green 5-gallon Army gas cans. Oh, Lord, y'all, we had to smell that, too, the entire trip. I think we spent more time driving through Texas than we did through Mexico. You know, you can start at one end of Texas and drive for 2 days and still be in Texas. Oh, y'all have a big state, a big, beautiful state, too. I loved it when I lived there. Everything just seemed to be so different, unusual, and unique. I love the food, and of course we lived in Freeport, you know, right near the Gulf, and so we ate a lot of seafood while we were there. Anyway, Daddy hauled us. It was my sister Angie. She was sitting behind Daddy, and then I was in the middle, and then Bobby was on the other side. And you know, they had that old air conditioner going, and Mom and Daddy smoked chain smoking. They wouldn't smoke. I don't know why, but it seemed to me like they wouldn't smoke at the same time. It seemed to me like Mama, she would smoke her cigarette and put it out in the ashtray, and then Daddy would light up one and smoke his. And Daddy, you know, he only had the left arm that he could use, and he would drive with his elbow and smoke that cigarette. He drove more with his elbow than he did with his hand. You know, the Lord had to have been with us to keep us safe through all of that. And I believe it was the trip to Mexico where we got behind the tanker truck the driver was either on drugs or drunk or probably falling asleep. He just kept swerving all over the road, and we kept telling Daddy, you know, blow your horn or you know, try to get his attention, pull up beside him. But Daddy wanted to keep his distance from him. But we wanted Daddy to get up beside him and try to stop him and do something. We kept saying, do something, Daddy. He's going to wreck, and Daddy wouldn't do anything. I'm sure he had his reasons. I mean, he worked with tanker trucks every day. He was a security guard at the Gulf Oil refinery. So he knew the dangers of tanker trucks hauling gasoline. So anyway, we were behind that truck, and he just kept swerving and swerving. Y'all, and he hit a bridge. And when he hit it, it just exploded. So Daddy, he just eased by him, and we were just shocked because us three girls in that back seat saw that man sitting in the cab of his truck. He was all, passed out, and he was engulfed in flames. It was just absolutely horrific. Daddy did pull over on the side of the road and waited for the police to come and gave a statement and everything, but there was no rescuing him. I mean, the truck just exploded. In fact, there was a bad explosion here on Long Island last week. A tanker truck wrecked and ran into a vacant Lazy Boy, former Lazy Boy store. Burst into flames, and gasoline just went everywhere. It was even gotten to the manholes, and there was fire coming out of the manholes. But anyway, I remember my sister Angela, she just went into hysterics. I mean, we were all in shock, but Angie, she was about 16, I think. I must have been about 7 or 8. Bobby about 12, and Angie about 16. And Angie had her Bible with her, and she just started reading her Bible and just praying and crying, and it was just horrific. And that was at the beginning of our trip. I believe it happened I think it happened in Texas. I don't think it happened in Mexico. So anyway, we resumed our trip, but it was spoiled from then on. But anyway, when we finally did get into Mexico, we were hungry. I don't think Mama packed. She might have packed some. I mean, there was nowhere to even put a styrofoam cooler or anything. The trunk was full of those 5-gallon cans of gas. It's one of those cigarette butts that they threw out the window didn't light us all on fire. But I remember when we got into Mexico, we were hungry. And it was just desolate. I mean, we drove for hours. Maybe it was a good thing that Daddy had that gas in the trunk, because there weren't any petrol stations. Not in close proximity like they are here. We were hungry, and I remember we stopped at a little cafe and I remember getting a ham sandwich, and it was just a piece of ham on 2 slices of bread. I don't remember there being any mayonnaise or anything on it. Okay, so I turned my blinker on, and then these cars start flying by me, y'all. It's okay, I got plenty of time to move over. But it just would have made more sense if Daddy had just bought the car with the factory air conditioner already in it. That little thing underneath the dashboard didn't do much cooling. So anyway, this YouTube creator that does the crime analyses, Dr. Grande, he has a doctor's degree in psychology. I believe it's psychology. It could be education. I'm not sure. Anyway, he started releasing his videos early, like I think about 3 in the morning, which I like because before I had to wait until around noon to watch his videos. So now when I get up and fix my coffee and sit down to drink my coffee, I can watch his videos. Y'all, he has such a dry sense of humor, you don't even expect it. And I'll have a mouthful of coffee and end up spitting it out all over the place. So I left him a comment, and I said, I love your new upload time. I can watch you while I'm drinking my morning coffee, even though I end up spitting out most of it. I believe he does read most comments. He leaves me a heart nearly every time. Okay, y'all New Yorkers, let me merge. They're not supposed to block this area, and they're usually pretty good about it. I'm actually traffic was light this morning. People must have the week off. Well, there's no school traffic. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. I can get here in 20 minutes instead of 30 or 35. Anyway, what I was saying is y'all need to let me know what is the best time for you to watch my videos. I mean, I try to upload them by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because my YouTube stats tell me when most of my subscribers are on YouTube viewing videos. And it usually starts around noon up until about 4 p.m. And then it'll say many of your viewers are watching or on YouTube at 1 o'clock, and then at 2 o'clock it'll say very many of your viewers. So, I mean, y'all are my viewers. You let me know when is the best time for me to release my videos. Would you like to watch me have them? Would you like for me to have them earlier in the morning or in the afternoon? You know, it makes a big difference if, say, when I upload a video, YouTube ranks it as number 1, you know, 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. So if it takes off with views, say 1,000 views in 30 minutes, then YouTube will suggest it more. But if it's a slow-moving video, say 200 views in 30 minutes, then it doesn't get suggested, and then it lags behind the whole time. But I got a lot of views on the shepherd's pie, which is not shepherd's pie. I've learned from y'all that it's cottage pie when made with ground beef. But I'm not going to change the name of it because I want it to stay. Because we do, you know, call it shepherd's pie. It's the American version of the Irish shepherd's pie. But I had it for dinner again last night. It's still delicious. In fact, it's even more delicious because it had time to absorb all of those spices that I put into it. So, anyway, today I hope it's payday. We get our check on the 21st, but it's delayed on account of the President's Day, the federal holiday. So I'm hoping it will come today because I'm completely out of food, y'all. I got to get to Walmart and I need everything. My refrigerator, I don't even have a stick of butter. That's real unusual for me. But I am going to go to Walmart. I can't keep running into that little Ideal grocery store there on the corner. It's just way too expensive. It's only for quick pickups. So I'm at my daughter's, so I reckon I will go and enjoy spending this day with this little girl that I just love so much. She got into trouble, y'all. Husani took them to visit his mother Saturday. And I don't know what transpired. I'll have to ask Jill or ask Ife today exactly what happened. But her mama told me that Ife told her granny to shut up. I've never heard her say that. I think she learns a new word, y'all, and then just uses it, not even knowing the meaning of it. So I'm here, and I'll go ahead and upload this early and see how it takes off today. So y'all please give me a thumbs up and share, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I have a new subscriber named Brenda, and Brenda's been watching all of my old videos, and thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that you leave a comment on each one. So please share, and you just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.